How do you cope with stress? And how do you know that you have successfully managed the stress you felt during a stressful period and it's not there anymore? Well, today I'm going to share an important tip about stress and you will learn how to cope with that in a completely different way. Today we are going to talk about the stress cycle. Welcome to AntiLoneliness channel. I'm Vasi Sarandopoulou, the head psychologist of AntiLoneliness, and I'm here to help you understand yourself better and, of course, protect your mental health. So we know a couple of things about stress, and we know a couple of things because we all have been through stressful periods, either moving, for example, to a new country, or changing jobs, or breaking up with a partner. That's also a very stressful moment. And we know about stress not only because we have lived through that and these periods in our lives, but also because we hear and we read about how to cope with stress. The thing is that we believe that once we're done with a stressful experience, we are done with stress. And that's not true. That's what I want to talk to you about today. This is something that I've read in one of the books related to burnout. And it's actually titled Burnout by Emily Nagoski. And you can find the link for this book in the comments. So what is the theory in this book behind stress? According to this theory, there's a difference between the stressor and the stress. Stressor is the event, the threatening, either perceived threat or actual threat, the threatening experience in our life. It can be a job interview, it can be relationship problems, it can be a new job or new job responsibilities, it can be financial problems, it can be more demands and more responsibilities in any possible area in your life. It can be taking care of a sick person during a long period. It can be the loss of a loved one. It can be health problems. It can be moving to a new country, or any big or small transition and change in your life. You get what I mean. What is stressor? These are stressors. These are events that cause stress to us. So let's keep that name. Stressor is the event that causes stress. Stress, on the other side, is the psychological and neurological shift that happens inside us because of the stressor. So what do we mean with psychological and neurological shift? What do we mean with that? Any physical symptoms you might experience. For example, a rapid heart rate, elevated blood pressure, or you experience back problems, stomach problems. Or maybe you notice changes in your behavior and your mood and things are different. Any shift that happens inside you because of the stressor, we call it stress. And what is the connection with burnout? Yeah. Burnout is the accumulated stress that we haven't successfully managed in our life. So if you think you're managing stress, but you don't, you need to know that your stress accumulates inside you. It doesn't go anywhere. And then you go stress over stress over stress over stress. And this stress stays inside your body and it accumulates and it becomes burnout. So, what is the stress cycle and why do we need to complete the stress cycle? When a stressor appears in our life, we feel stressed. Stressor, stress. Then, when we are done with the stressor, for example, you deal with your financial problems, or you're not sick anymore, or there's no relationship problems anymore. So when you're done with the stressor, then we are supposed to deal with the stress because it's still inside our body. But if we don't, then we don't complete the stress cycle. Stressor creates the stress. We are dealing with the stressor, but we don't deal with the stress. And that's what we want to do differently. Now, even though the interview is done, even though there are no financial problems, even though there's no stress in your life, what have you done with your stress that is stored inside you? What have you done in order to convey the message to your brain that we are now safe? The first and most efficient way in order to deal with the stress that it's still living inside our body is exercise. That's the most efficient way. That's how your brain understands that now we're safe, We're done with the stressor. It's physical exercise. And of course, that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to register to a gym or work out 5 hours a day. Any physical activity, any physical exercise that suits your style can do here. Going around the block, going up and down the stairs, dancing in front of your mirror, whatever it is that you prefer, as long as you have some physical activity daily in your schedule. So the first and most efficient way that we deal with stress is exercise. Do you want to hear more? The second more efficient way is, and I think you're not going to expect that, is creativity. Anything you do with your hands, like clay, painting, playing a musical instrument, anything that helps you channel all this tension from inside to the outside is helpful. And the third most efficient way in dealing with the stress is having a good laugh or a good cry. And sometimes if you don't feel comfortable or it's not easy for you to cry, just put on a drama, an emotional, romantic movie on the TV and allow yourself to connect with the protagonist, allow yourself to connect with their feelings, and then let this inside tension get outside. Well, is that clear? Let's complete the stress cycle. I'm here for any questions. Let me know in the comments whether that helps you to deal with stress. Let me know what are your major stressors in life and what it is that in your life creates so much stress, so much overwhelmness. For more tools and for more information on how you can deal with your stress, your inner critic, your fears, have a look at the AntiLoneliness Academy. There's for sure a lot of tools and resources for you there so that you can recover from a burnout or just prevent having another one. Thank you very much for being here today. Have a good day and take good care of yourself.